Life for me is like just a blink of an eye. It was just a blink of an eye when I was so sad. And I was so poor. And I could clearly remember those days. And I would not allow myself to repeat that kind of experience. I remember when my second child was born, my daughter. It was a time where the diapers were introduced. And my wife would often say to me, "Dad, please change the baby." And I'm an ordinary father, I'm a normal guy, and I was thinking, how would I change the baby? It was actually the first time I saw this diaper. And when I saw this diaper and I was about to change it, I remember a funny poem. And it says, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Will this be pee or will this be poo?" And most often than not, I was surprised, no? And the distinguishing part was the smell. I would know whether it's pee or poo by the smell. No? And with a blink of an eye, this diaper has been used as a mask because of the coronavirus.
Yes.
In an instant, in a blink of an eye, the use of the diaper changed. Now, I asked Gani and Shelby for confirmation. Makeover has been the main topic of these leadership camps for 16 years. Am I correct or am I right?
Yes. Right.
Who has been regularly attending this leadership camp for 16 years? Can you please raise your hands? Oh, only a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5, 6, 7. Only 7 people have been attending this leadership camp. Am I right? Yes. And who among you here are first timers in this camp? Wow, can you give these people a big, big hand? I missed this camp for 2 years. Last year and the year before that because Salim invited me late. I have it scheduled. So every year he invites me, no? But for the past 2 years he has invited me and I had turned him down because of my schedules. I'm a very busy man. No? I am, I should say, a successful man in DXN. And I'm celebrating my success. I have a wonderful life. Now most of you, who among you here haven't been formally introduced to me? Who among you here have seen me the first time? Or heard me the first time? Oh, wala. So can you give yourselves a big, big hand? So for those of you whom I haven't been formally introduced, I'd like to introduce myself again. I am Osler Santo Tomas, and I've been doing this business for the past 21 years of my life.
Wow!
And if you talk about loyalty, I'm one of the most loyal. No? I'm as loyal as anybody who has been with DXN for more than 15 years. And I've been religiously taking the products, no? Everything. I heard somebody ask me, "What products are you taking?" Because they asked me, "How old are you, Osler?" I told them, "You asked the wrong question. You should have asked me, how young are you?" Would you like to know my real age?
Yes.
Would you like to?
Yes.
I can hear you. Would you like to?
Yes!
I'm already 58 years old.
Wow.
50 years. Thanks, God, for correcting me. No, I'm 58 years young. But do I look like a 58-year-old?
No!
Do I act like a 58-year-old? No, because I act and look like 59. No, I look young. I don't even have a single strand of white hair. No, I'm not dying. I don't like that stuff. If I age, I would age like Gani. Gani, oh, look at Gani, he's young. He doesn't have hair. He's still a baby. You know, my friends, I was wondering why if I would age, I would age gracefully. If I will grow white hair, I will age with gray hair. Why would I hide? They say that if you have white hair or gray hair, you have a lot of wisdom inside your head. Am I correct or am I right? So, why do I look young? First, I regularly take DXN products. One of the distributors here from Bangladesh, I think, I remember a few days back, asked me, what products do you take? I told him I take everything. Every day. RGGL, Lion's Mane, Cordyceps, Black Cumin, Morinzi. There was a time, Laszlo, made me drink 2 bottles in less than 30 minutes. No? I take them every day. I'm a loyalist of our products. And that's why for 21 years, this is the result. I can run for 1 hour without really stopping. I can swim for 1 hour without stopping. I can climb Mount Apo faster than 24-year-old guys.
Whoa.
I'm perfectly healthy. For the past 12 years of my life, I haven't been afflicted with flu. When I was flying out to come here, I was at the airport in the Philippines, and I saw a lot of people wearing masks. I think I was the only one not wearing one. You know why? I know that I will not be afflicted with flu because I am a very, very, very healthy person. If the coronavirus will enter my body will immediately kill it. My body is so alkaline. Yes, that's true. I'm wondering why people are afraid. Now, my God, I eat in a lot of restaurants where they serve delicious food, popular restaurants. Because I can afford it. Sometimes when I enter, there are no tables. Because it's filled up with people. So what I do is I just stand up there and I just cough. I just came from China. Everybody here runs. And I have a table. That may seem funny, but I have to drive a point. I am healthy. I decided to become healthy. But before, every day I used to sneeze. Every day I had phlegm in my nose. You know why? Because I'm allergic to the smell of cockroaches. I'm allergic to the smell of fuel. I'm allergic to taking a bath. Every morning after I take a bath, my eyes will turn red. It will be very itchy. My tears will flow. My phlegm will flow, and then I will start sneezing. Imagine that every day after taking a bath. Sometimes I don't take a bath anymore. Why? I don't want to suffer. I tried every medication that the doctors prescribed me. Nothing happened. Before, so I tried visiting the ENT, the nose specialist. He would fill my nose with water. And I would feel like drowning. Dr. Ratka is laughing because she knows. I had that procedure every week. My doctor would tell me, Osler, you lie down, you breathe through your mouth, and I'll fill your nose with water. Before, my nose was pointed. Now it's disappointed. Because he would usually suck out the water after filling it up. Phlegm would come out, sometimes my nose bleeds. But one day, one guy approached me and asked me, Osler, why don't you try drinking the coffee? I told myself, I have nothing to lose, why not? So I drank the coffee every day, every morning, and after 3 days, My body was very happy, and it seemed like it was talking to me and saying, Osler, keep on doing what you're doing. Why? Because I didn't notice that after taking a bath for 3 days, I didn't have the attacks. And now it has been 21 years. I can only count the attacks on my fingers. Can we give Ganoderma a big, big hand? And all I did was decided to use the products. We are talking about change. We're talking about changing the way we live. We have a lot of people from Nepal here. Who are people from Nepal?
Yes.
Who are people from Bangladesh?
Yes.
Who are people from India?
Yes, only two.
Who are only two? Who are people from the Philippines? Only one. Me too. Oh, Harun, Gracie, you are from Bangladesh. No, you're a Malaysian. He transferred his residence to Malaysia. Now, what's my point? Oh, we are here because we want change to affect our lives, isn't it?
Yes.
Who among you are from Jordan?
Yes.
From Palestine? No, from Pakistan?
Yes.
From Malaysia? That's just style me, my friend. No, from Oman? Only one? Oh, two. Two from Oman. But I don't care who among you comes over. I don't care. People who came over are people who want a makeover. Am I right?
Yes.
So can you give your self a big, big hand? We all want a makeover. I want to change. I want a makeover. I've been with this business for 21 years. I want to change. I listened to Osler yesterday. I saw his mandala map. Is that correct? Mandala? Mandala table. No, I'm using mind mapping too. But I heard him yesterday, and I found a more effective way, and I used it last night to develop my talk today. So it's very effective, no? Because I want to change. Gary is a Crown Ambassador. He wants to change. Look at him. He is the only enthusiastic Crown Ambassador making that video. Please give me a happy. Why is he doing that? Because he wants change. Am I right or am I correct? Look at Laszlo. He is Hungarian. When I first met this guy, I couldn't understand him. He couldn't understand him. Me. All he did was say, sorry, no English. So he kept avoiding me. Because when I meet him, oh, Laszlo, how are you? Sorry, no English. But look at him now. Look at him now. He could express himself well in front of us. Look at Mr. Bakili. My God, when I first met Mr. Hassan, he wouldn't stop talking in front. When he was in the Philippines celebrating anniversary, he told the timer, please don't time me. I flew all the way from Aduban to Wabi to speak. Don't let me stop. But look at him the other day. I listened to him and he was on time. Perfect. I even congratulated him until this morning. I was so impressed. Congratulations. Everybody wants change. I missed the talks of the wonderful full speakers yesterday. I really missed it. You know, I did a training for 3 hours in Dubai because other people there would like to change too. See? But I missed it. I missed a lot. Because look at these guys. Millionaires. I missed that opportunity, but no worries. They recorded it. I will still listen to it. Why do I do that? Because I want a makeover for myself. I'm still an executive triple crown ambassador. Crown diamond. I'm not yet a crown ambassador. But does that make me less than a man? No, it's only a title. Miss Amira was speaking here in front, and I could clearly relate. I wife did not come here and become a crown ambassador earning less money. She has clearly stated that DXN is not about the position.
Yes, very correct.
If I wanted to become a crown ambassador, I should have become a crown ambassador 10 years back. I could do it. I have the resources. I could just buy it. But I'm not that kind of person. My downline stocks even overtook me as a crown ambassador. But did it make me less than a man? No. But I feel very proud that he has become a crown ambassador because after all, I believe that the greatest return of a leader goes by seeing people he has developed to be better than myself, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I'm the most relaxed person in this world. Do you know why? Do you know why I look young? Because my team doesn't need me.
Wow.
Even if I'm not around, they will move. Even if I'm not around, they will not stop earning because I taught them. I was an instrument towards their development. And to me, that's my greatest reward. It's not the crown ambassador position that keeps me going. It's different. What keeps me going? Because I'm looking at my life. I started out in DXN without any money. So that if anybody of you here today has no money, it's not an excuse for you to succeed in life. Do you know that when I joined DXN, I even asked my wife to borrow 350 pesos. That's less than $10. That's $8 from her sister for me to register. Because I didn't have a job. Why didn't I have a job? I decided to quit my job. I was earning more than a bank manager before, but when I quit to join this industry, I learned that it's not easy. As Miss Amira said a while ago, if you want to become successful, it's not that easy. So, I asked my wife, can you please borrow $8 from your sister so that we can join? I saw this opportunity. And my wife was actually mad because we keep on borrowing from her. Told her I will pay her after one day. And I was able to do it. Imagine that, no? Even for the registration, I didn't have a single penny. I didn't have the money to buy 1,000 points or 100 PV for myself. I had to keep on selling. Do you know what I did before? I went to the market. Because a lot of people here are ashamed of selling. They're ashamed to bring the coffee. They're ashamed to bring spirulina and sell it to their friends. My friends, before I could buy 1/2 kilo of rice, before, I would have to sell. I would go out to the public market with my wife. No? And I would look for people. No? Because I go there early, about 5:30 in the morning, because their merchants sell products, fish, vegetables, and I would look for a crowd of people smoking. And I would approach them, my wife would lay at my back, and I would bring 2 pictures. One picture of a lung that is clean, and one picture of a lung that is dark because of smoking. And I would ask a simple question. Excuse me, do you know of anybody who would like to earn extra? And then they would ask, what will I do? Then I start talking. You know what? When we were born, our lungs were very clean. Your lungs would look this way. But we are exposed to a lot of toxins from the air, from what we eat, so that our lungs would look this way. And then the people who are smoking would then stop and then, huh? And then they would be afraid. And then I would ask them, I will offer them a solution. But, we have a solution. We have RGGL to take away the toxins. I'm actually doing it as a shortcut because I have limited time. I'm just sharing you the story. So I will talk about toxins, and I will tell them, but you cannot buy this at our office without this membership card. If you buy there, you cannot get it at discounted prices. But you're in luck. We are on promo today. We are selling a pair for 25 pesos. Or $50. Then I will close immediately. How many pairs do you want? Then my wife at my back, wearing gloves. And she would put pairs of RGGL in this tiny Ziplocs. And I would sell about 2 bottles per session. And that's a time where I can buy food for my family. A lot of people don't do that. I don't know how you sell your products, but I was so indebted before. I didn't have a job, but I had to feed my family. I had to find a way to sell so that I can earn money and feed my loved ones. Now, how many of you have done that? How many of you have done that? A lot of people are ashamed of selling. But what is more shameful? Selling coffee in the public market? Selling coffee to your friends? Or when your child asks you, Dad, can you please buy me this? And you know deep in your heart that your son or your child really needs it. And you say, Son, can we skip this for the time being? Because I don't have money to buy it. A lot of times in my life, I said that to my children. And I think that is more shameful. That's why I made a decision to make a change in my life. A lot of us cannot do a makeover because we don't really know when we should change. We don't really know what change would mean to our lives. We don't really know how change can affect the people that we are with. We don't really know, and we haven't realized how change would affect the lives of those we love. My friends, I keep on changing on a daily basis because I know that the change I would create for myself would greatly impact the people around me. I could have chosen not to come. You know why? Even if I don't speak in front of you, my 6-figure income won't stop coming for the rest of my life. Because I have developed a network of more than 200,000 people who continuously buy products. It won't stop. But why am I here? Because I know that we cannot change other people. I know that I cannot change you. The only person who can change yourself is yourself. And it always starts with a decision. But a lot of us haven't decided yet. Do you know why? Because we don't know why we should change. More than 21 years ago, I made the decision to change myself. I had a job. I was a medical representative. I I looked good. I was always wearing a tie. I was in slacks. I would wear shiny shoes. I was carrying a shiny bag. No, I spoke well. I promoted medicines to doctors, and my salary in the Philippines was even better compared to a bank manager's salary. But all I accumulated was debt for 10 years. For 10 years, all I accumulated was debt. Nothing else. And I was so hard up. I could not even afford. No? Every time the enrollment came, I would really go out of my way to really look for money so that I can enroll my children to a good school. There was never a time that I could recall that I had a peace time enrolling my children. I would really have to prepare. No, I always pay minimum. No, because I use a credit card, this plastic thing. No, do you have this one? Now, if you don't know how to use it, you cut it, because it will bury you alive. I kept paying minimum, and there came a time that the interest of the bank is bigger than what I paid. So I was so afraid to be put on jail because I could not pay my debts anymore. No? So I prayed to God. I asked God, can you please give me a business? A business wherein I will not be required for money for capitalization. And I would like you to give me a business that I can do because I'm not a businessman, I'm an employee. And I'd like to thank God. Do you know why? He gave me DXN. I started with $8, but the only difference between me and ordinary distributors is I did it anyway, even if I did not understand it. I did not know about technology. I did not know speaking in front of people. I didn't know about Ganoderma, but I did it anyway. I saw it. I saw an opportunity that one day I could change my life. So I just did it. I started with coffee. I did not complicate my life. I didn't talk about Ganoderma. I am not like Dr. Ratna. I'm not a doctor. No, I would not talk about organic germanium. I don't know what's organic germanium. All I know is it's a substance that will help your cells utilize oxygen 1.5 times more than usual, but I don't want to talk about it. I just told them that the coffee tastes good and it made me feel good and I don't get sick, I don't get tired. That's what I told them, and people believed me because I was so passionate about promoting them. And then one day, I became a star agent. I became a ruby in 3 weeks, I became a diamond in 4 months. And the rest is history. But I didn't care about the position, I cared about earning money. I did not join here because of the coffee. I did not join because of the Ganoderma. I joined because I want to earn money. Yeah. Now, who among you here wants to earn money? Yeah. Who among you here wants to earn lots of money? Yeah. Give yourselves a big, big hand. That's the main reason why I'm here. Because I was so tired of being poor. I don't know about you. But I got so tired of being poor. Now I'm having a good life. Why? I can buy anything I want to buy anytime I want to buy. I don't have any debt. Zero. I can fly to any place I want to fly. I can do what I want to do anytime I want to do it. Do you know why? Because I'm a free man. Before I cared about designer suits, designer jeans, designer shoes, designer everything as a plan. But look at me now. I don't even wash my car anymore. I don't care about the brand. I don't buy Lacoste anymore. Before, when I did not have money, I used to buy this French Lacoste brand because it costs $100, $200. I bought this kind of shirts because I want to make it appear that I was earning money. Why did I do that? Because I want people to know that I'm earning. But now I'm earning. Why should I do that? And it was confirmed by Dr. Lim. Look at Dr. Lim now. I was so surprised when I saw him. His shoes was very dirty. And his shoes were only about $5. They bought in the Philippines. And it was dirty. He was wearing kimono, an ordinary white shirt. A billionaire wearing a kimono. He told me, Osler, I don't even wear a watch. I haven't worn a watch for 3 years. I asked him, why? Because I have my phone. Everything's there. Then I told myself, well, I'm in line with his thinking. Do you know why? He told me he was talking to successful network marketing agents or different people from the industry. And he told me that they were tired. They are tired. They're driving Ferraris. They're in Armani suits. They're in Gucci shoes. They're wearing Louis Vuitton bags. They travel first class. But they're tired. Why are they tired? Because they have to keep up with the expectations of people. For me, these people are not free. I'm a free man. That's why yesterday I was only wearing sneakers. I only wear dress shoes because I'm talking to you in front. And you're leaders from the world. I'm only wearing ordinary sneakers. Ordinary, no label. I don't care for as long as it looks good on me. That's the best. You know why? Because I'm free. And I don't care about anything else but freedom. Because my friends, DXN is not about flying first class. DXN is not about driving flashy cars or wearing fancy suits. DXN is all about living the way you should live. So that if you're not living the way that you should be living right now, if you're living a life that you haven't pictured in your mind yet, you better aspire for a makeover. You better aspire for a makeover. You better aspire for change. And change should happen if you want to be happy. I'm not earning as much as Amira. I'm not earning as much as the doctor and the professor. I'm not earning as much as Gani. I'm not earning as much as Laszlo. But it doesn't matter to me. Because my income, I cannot consume every month. I cannot finish my income every month because my son is already a pilot. He's a millionaire. My daughter is in New Zealand. It's only both me and my wife. And I'm very happy cooking for her. I cook vegetable soup for her every day. We eat at the same time. We laugh together. No, I never watched this Korean tele-series. But now, because we're both there, she wants watching it. And for me to be able to talk to her, I have to watch. And I'm enjoying also. You see, my friends, life is not about money.
Yeah.
Life is about being free, not being sick. Being able to impact people around you. And showing them the love, showing them appreciation, helping them grow, and helping them make over. Because if you can do that, you will be the happiest person in the world.
Yes.
And you should do it now. Not tomorrow. Not the following day. Now. Can we say it? Now! Now! 1, 2, 3. Now! You know why? I remember a story of my friend. He used to be a colleague. And his name is Rene. I was assigned in Bukidnon, the southern part of the Philippines. It was a mountainous area because I was assigned there because I had a misunderstanding with my boss. And I had no choice because he had to assign me somewhere where he cannot see me. And he would really want me to fail. So I was assigned in Bukidnon, a mountain area. There were no mobile phones before. If I wanted to call my wife, I had to go to a shop. There are booths there. I had to give the number, and you have to enter the booth in, and then call. And we didn't have a phone because we were poor. So my wife would have to go to her parents' house, and we should schedule an appointment, and we can only schedule an appointment through Telegram. There was Telegram before. So when the date is set, the time is set, I will call her. And it's very, very difficult for me to do that. And I was alone in a mountain. At 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the evening, I could really hear the crickets. I could hear them because there were no people. I was assigned there because I had misunderstanding with my boss. Did I fail? No. It challenged me to change. It challenged me to become a better person. So I excelled in that area. Now I was requesting my new boss to transfer me in Davao because that is where my family was located. So he told me, I cannot transfer you because your performance there is very good. I told him, I will train the guy who will replace me. So he assigned me Rene. And I trained him for 3 months. 3 long months. We were together. We ate the same food. We drank at the same time. No, we slept at the same time. Our fart even smelled the same. My friends, when the time finally came for us to separate because I had to be assigned in Davao, I was so happy. He was finally assigned in the area. He could take care of it. I was sure about that. But something happened. He suffered a stroke. But before, there were no mobile phones. So I didn't know what happened to him. So every December, we would meet. We had a national meeting for all medical representatives of our pharmaceutical company. And then, I was happy because I was a performer. I was entering the office. I remember a glass door. And beside the glass door, you could see a person sitting on a plastic chair. And the person was so thin and was so crooked. And because he was so thin, his eyes almost popped out of the sockets of his head. And he was like this. And his saliva was drooling. And I got past him by the door, and then after a few steps, something flashed in my mind. So I returned. I told him, I think I know this guy. So I took a few steps back, and I looked at him carefully, and I examined this man. I learned that he was Rene. So I finally asked him, while looking at him with pity, Rene, is that you? When he heard his name, he started crying. And he told me that he suffered stroke. He could not even speak well. And he told me that after the stroke, he was flown to Manila and was hospitalized for 2 months. And when our company knew that half of his body was paralyzed, he was terminated. He was paid a separation pay. But he told me that the separation pay was not even enough to pay for his medical bill. So I asked Rene, why are you here? And while sobbing, he told me, Osler, this is Christmas time. I would just like to ask help from my friends because my children stopped going to school. And I was there in tears. And I took my wallet and I saw that there were only 300 pesos in it. And in my mind, I asked myself, how could I ever help this man who's like a brother to me with 300 pesos? I was also suffering. I didn't have money. So I told him, Rene, you also know my situation right now. I also don't have money. But I would like to part with you half of my money. So I will be giving you 150 pesos. So while I was giving 150 pesos to him, I was crying. Not because I pitied him, but because I pitied myself. Because I was so afraid at the time. Because I asked myself, what if what happened to him happened to me? What will happen to my family? Have you ever thought about this idea? Have you ever thought of the idea of being fired? Have you ever asked yourself, if you're working right now, what if I'm terminated from my job? Have you ever asked yourself, what if I really get sick? What if I die? What will happen to my family? Have you ever thought about that? Have you?
Yes.
Maybe a lot of you are taking it easy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, life is but a blink of an eye, and it can change forever. That's why, if you really truly love your families, I would like you to make that change right now. I can never change you. Remember that. I can never change you. My story will never change you. You have to decide for your change. And the best thing that we can do for others as leaders of DXN is to continue to change ourselves so that others would be inspired to change themselves too. Good morning, DXN.
Thank you so much, Ms. Osler. It was so touching. Thank you so much. And I found myself as an MC